Interpol red notice to arrest Sheikh Hasina on the cards. Limon, who lost leg in Rap's shooting, files complaint to ICT. FIFA president to join youth festival accepts chief advisor's invitation. BNP against own reform agenda of unelected government. Those were the headlines. Good evening, viewers. I'm Riti Prova with English Bulletin. Letter has been given to Inspector General of Police to take steps in issuance of red notice of Interpol to arrest Sheikh Hasina and other fugitive leaders of Army League. Chief Prosecutor of International Crimes Tribunal, Tajul Islam, made the disclosure to the media on Tuesday. He said, since Sheikh Hasina is now staying outside the country, so she is now out of their jurisdiction. That is why the Chief Prosecutor of the Tribunal himself has given letter to IGP to take necessary steps for issuing red notice of Interpol to arrest her. Limon, who had lost his leg through the shooting of Rapid Action Battalion, has filed a complaint before the International Crimes Tribunal. He filed an official complaint against 9 people, including former Prime Minister's former military advisor Tariq Ahmed Siddiqui and the then high-ranked officer of RAB, Ziaul Ahsan. Now a teacher of Ghana University, Limon said he has filed a complaint before the tribunal as he had been denied of justice during the tenure of fascist Sheikh Hasina regime. Members of the Rapid Action Battalion shot Limon in the leg during a raid at Saturia village in Rajapur Upazila of Jhalagati on March 23 in 2011. Later, that leg had to be amputated. President of Federation of International Football Association FIFA Gianni Infantino will join Youth Festival in Bangladesh in January next year. The FIFA president accepted the invitation after the chief advisor of the interim government, Dr. Mohammad Yunus, invited him to join the event. The chief advisor, who is now in Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, to attend COP29 summit, invited him during a meeting on the sidelines of the summit. Several world leaders, including Maldives President Mohammad Moizu and Bhutanese King Tshering Tobgay, met chief advisor on the sidelines of COP29 summit on the second day on Tuesday. Dr. Mohammad Yunus will address the COP29 summit on Wednesday. It is expected that the chief advisor will emphasize on bringing down carbon emission to zero and building a new environment-friendly civilization in his address. Non-elected government cannot make reforms by burdening their own opinion. Government elected by the people will make reforms for the people. BNP leader Amir Khosru Mahmood Chaudhry made the remark in his address to a discussion as a chief guest at the National Press Club on Tuesday. Criticizing different remarks of the advisors of the interim government on reforms, Amir Khosru Mahmood Chaudhry said, BNP have already placed 31-point proposal in their road to united movement. He also called upon the interim government not to waste that much time concentrating on Army League. Meanwhile, Senior Joint Secretary General of BNP, Ruhul Kabir Rizvi, said those who have no connection with July-August movement have now been appointed as advisors and secretaries. Now they are showing unfriendly attitude with the people who had real involvement in mass uprising. There is now ample opportunity for media to unveil the news of killings and enforced disappearance that had taken place during the regime of the past government. Advisor for Information and Broadcasting Nahid Islam made the remark during a meeting with television owners and editor of newspapers at the Secretariat on Tuesday. He said they could not reveal it during that time. However, they now have the immense opportunity to reveal them. Now a short break. We will be back soon with Israeli strikes kill 57 people in Gaza and Lebanon. 35 killed in China as car rams through crowd. You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. Two factions of Tabligh Jamaat have taken opposite stance centering over the control of Khbor Mosque. Pro-South faction clerics of Tabligh Jamaat have submitted a memorandum to Romna police station and army camp seeking security. They claim they are scheduled to stay in the Khbor Mosque from next Friday. However, pro-Zubair faction of the Tabligh Jamaat has issued stern warning, saying they will not be allowed to enter Khbor Mosque on the day. They gave the warning from a press conference at the National Press Club on Tuesday. They also added if any untoward incident takes place on Friday, the pro-South faction will have to take responsibility for that. Now news around the world. Israeli assaults across Gaza have killed at least 40 Palestinians in latest. Majority of the attacks reported in designated safe zone in Al-Mawasi area and central Nusayrat refugee camp. Israeli forces have continued to bombard Gaza, killing at least 14 Palestinians and wounded dozens at dawn on Tuesday. 11 among them were killed in drone strike on people sitting at a cafe in designated safe zone of southern Al-Mawasi area west of Khan Yunis. Further, Israeli forces pounded Gaza overnight, killing 5 Palestinians in Gaza City and Beit Hanun. 20 others killed in repeated attacks on central Nusayrat refugee camp, where a new ground incursion is underway. Meanwhile, United Nations pressed Israel to allow access to northern Gaza as fierce rise of famine in the besieged area and a US set deadline to improve humanitarian aid to the Strip looms. Israeli forces pressed on with attacks across Lebanon, including eastern northern area of the territory, killing at least 17 people. Israel are continuing to carry out intense air attacks across southern Lebanon as well as in other areas after issuing 3 separate warnings to the residents to flee from Hareth Reik, Gubeiri and Lailaki areas. Many complained people were reportedly not given enough time to evacuate these areas. Many residential buildings in Beit Hanun were bombed and flattened while people were still inside. At least 3 people were killed in latest attack on eastern Bekaa. This comes hours after killing 14 in air attack on northern Yaqub town, far from Israel-Lebanon border. Meanwhile, new Defense Minister Israel Katz has ruled out a ceasefire with Lebanon's Hezbollah and hinted at a strike on Iran's nuclear facilities. At least 35 people have been killed after a car plowed into a crowd of people exercising outside a stadium in Zhuhai, China. 43 more were injured in the incident. Local police said in a statement a male driver, surnamed Fan, 62, was arrested while trying to flee. However, he is currently in a coma as a result of self-inflicted wounds. Statement added Fan is alleged to have driven a small SUV through a barrier and into Zhuhai Sports Center, hitting multiple civilians. Footage online showed the immediate aftermath of the incident, where many people were lying on the ground and being attended to by paramedics and bystanders. Police preliminary determined that the incident was triggered by Fan's dissatisfaction with the outcome of a property settlement following his divorce. However, he is unable to be questioned by the authorities due to his coma. Viewers will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching English Bulletin. Now sports news. Bangladesh have gone behind Afghanistan in ICC men's test team rankings after losing third and final ODI by 2-1 in Sharjah on Monday. After the recently concluded three-match series, Bangladesh went down the ladder to 9th and Afghanistan climbed to 8th. Bangladesh started the three-match series ranked in 8th on the table with 86 rating points. 9th place Afghanistan started with 84 points. However, Afghan added 1 point after winning 2 matches, while Bangladesh lost 1 point, losing 2 matches. Both teams now share 85 rating points. Afghanistan advanced to 8th position, have pushed Bangladesh to 9th. Both teams are expected to have 3 more ODIs this year. In December, Bangladesh is set to face 10th ranked West Indies in Caribbeans, while Afghanistan is set to take on 13th ranked Zimbabwe. India reached the top of ODIs with 118 rating points, Australia in second with 113 and Pakistan in third with 109. Isfahani Prothom Alo Inter-University Football Tournament is all set to kick off. The unveiling of fixture of the tournament took place at a hotel in the capital on Tuesday. A total of 42 universities from Dhaka, Chattogram, Rajshahi and Khulna will take part in the second edition of the tournament. ATN Bangla is the media partner of the event. Tasik Ahmed, advisor to ATN Bangla Broadcast Department, and Imad Isfahani, Director of Isfahani Group and General Manager of Isfahani Group, Omar Hannan, were present on Tuesday's event. Before ending the bulletin, the top stories once again. Interpol red notice to arrest Sheikh Hasina on the cards. Limon, who lost leg in Rab's shooting, files complaint to ICT. FIFA president to join youth festival accepts chief advisor's invitation. BNP against own reform agenda of unelected government. Israeli strikes kill 57 people in Gaza and Lebanon. And 35 killed in China as car rams through crowd. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with ATN News.